truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Hell is here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share
Hit the light. Let's
Crush
go.
those pearls, let's take the
Yeah.
ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Justin's heart and your support. Together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh
Thank
we
you,
lift our
Ashley.
hearts. In the
Thank you, my
search we all
love.
take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, my beautiful pearls. So good to see you all. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very, very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is March 22nd, 2025. It is currently 6:48 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Hello. How are my beautiful pearls doing? Thank you so very much. I didn't play the entire intro because I'm doing 3 different lives today, and the next 2 lives are kind of shorter for me, uh, and I really wanted to bring you this information. I had just heard about this case, so I am learning a lot with you. But who we are talking about today, this is a sad one, y'all. Ooh, it is a sad one. Oh, is it ever? Sorry, I'm already emotional. Ashley, thank you so very much, my dear. Really do appreciate you helping to meet our goal. Thank you, my love. Really do appreciate that. Let me show you. This is 14-year-old little Emily Pike. And Emily, like I said, she's 14 years old. Very tragic. of the San Carlos Apache tribe. That is the tribe that is in. And there has been a lot of attention around it due to the circumstances surrounding her disappearance and ultimate death. Her background is that she reside in Mesa, Arizona, due to behavioral and mental health concerns. But on January 27th, 2025, she was reported missing by the group home manager, who noted that Emily had left through her bedroom window. This was not her first disappearance. Previous instances had ended with her safe return. But on Valentine's Day of this year, February 14th, 2025, authorities discovered dismembered human remains off US Highway 60, northeast of Globe, Arizona, rather. The remains, found in large contractor trash bags, were later identified as Emily Pike's 14-year-old remains through dental records. Notably, her arm and hands were missing, and there was significant trauma to her face and head. The ongoing investigation, uh, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Is it pronounced Gilla, or is it pronounced Gilla, or let me see how you pronounce this. I want to say it right. Yeah, okay, it's Gila. The Gila County Sheriff's Office, with assistance from the FBI and other agencies, is actively investigating Emily's death, obviously as a homicide. While there are no leads, pardon me, while there are leads, no arrests have been made, and authorities have not publicly identified any suspects. The community's response, rather, has been a huge outpouring. Emily's death has sparked grief and outrage, particularly among the indigenous communities. Vigils and marches have been organized to honor her memory and raise awareness about the border crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous people, but particularly Indigenous women. Her family remembers her as a kind and artistic individual with aspirations for higher education. There is a reward for Emily's to bring the person to justice. The San Carlos Apache tribe, they have offered a $75,000 reward for information leading to the arrest in Emily's case, emphasizing their commitment to seeking justice for her. Authorities urge anyone with information related to Emily's case to contact the Gila County Sheriff's Office or the Bureau of Indian Affairs or the San Carlos Apache Tribe Police. The community continues to seek justice for Emily, rather, and emphasize the need for systematic changes to protect Indigenous women and girls. It's a conversation that we all need to have, and the Indigenous community, particularly women and children, it is off the chain how many go missing, and it's like nothing's ever thought of it. It's really sad. It's really sad. We're going to get more into it. Sherry, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate, appreciate your love. So moving forward with that, going to give you kind of a rundown on all of this. I want to give credit to 12 News. Link is provided in the description if you want to view this on your own or view it without my commentary. This one's really emotional for me. It's really, um, I don't know. She was a troubled, young lady, and for whatever reason, and she's in a group home and she sneaks out and then she is dismembered. And when I see her, I don't know, I just feel hurt. I really do. All right, credit goes to 12 News. Let me pop their banner up here. Link is provided in the description. Guys, do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up so YouTube will recommend this video. If you can share this on your social media platforms, that would be amazing as well. Justice needs to come for Emily and so many of these Indigenous women, children, all the above. All right, without further ado, we will get started. Maybe. Why is it not working? 1 second.
Into the death of Emily Pike. The 14-year-old girl was murdered, and her remains were discovered near Globe weeks after she went missing from a Mesa group home. There's been an outpouring of support from the Indigenous community in the Valley, raising awareness about her death. However, investigators have yet to bring a suspect into custody. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 10.
Did you see all of the people there?
The group home. There's been an outpouring of support from the Indigenous community in the Valley, raising awareness about her.
I mean, so many people there, trying to bring justice for Emily, but not only Emily, just for the greater cause of the Indigenous people. Guys, I've said this time and time again. It's true. It's true whether people admit it or not. The mainstream media generally only, the case gets really big if you're, fair skin, blonde hair, blue or green eyes, someone similar to me. And that's not fair. It's really not fair. It's really not. If particularly for anyone of color and anyone of Indigenous, it's just not fair. And every single human being deserves to be found. And I think we all need to do better with that. I've been trying to make an effort to do giving more awareness to people, anyone of color. Thank you so much, Lisa. Really do appreciate that, honey. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Really do appreciate your support, honey. Thank you very, very much making this possible. Okay. All right. Let's watch this.
Her death. However, so much for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. Tonight, we're hearing directly from the Gila County Sheriff's Office as they continue to investigate her brutal murder. 12 News journalist Bianca Bono is live in the newsroom. And Bianca, we know there have been no arrests yet, but have officials at least identified a suspect or a person of interest?
They have not, but I'm told they're aggressively pursuing countless leads. And with the help of the FBI and Bureau of Indian Affairs, they hope to solve this disturbing case as quickly as possible.
Thank you so much,
How often
Carol.
are you guys getting tips and leads at this point?
Our detectives are getting calls almost around the clock.
Lieutenant Jim Lottie is with.
I'm going to tell you guys here shortly that there has been a little bit of an update in the last 24 hours on Emily's case. with some legal documents that I'm going to show you. This is in Mesa,
The
Arizona.
Gila County Sheriff's Office, the lead agency investigating the murder of 14-year-old Emily Pike.
Yes,
When you take
Trishy.
into account the way in which Emily's remains were recovered and found, how does that impact your investigation?
It doesn't change how we investigate. It is definitely, in this particular case, I would use the description of a special kind of evil.
The 14-year-old girl with a contagious smile was a beloved member of the San Carlos Apache tribe. But on January 27th, she was last seen alive on foot near Mesa Drive and McKellips Road after.
Now, I want to also tell you guys that not only has this happened to Emily, there's been a couple very brutal unalivings happened in this area as well, rather recently. Have no idea if they are connected. Still very suspicious. Still very suspicious. Oh, thank you so much, Jida. Really do appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much for your support, making it possible. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so very much. Very kind of you, ditto. And thank you for being a member as well, honey. And thank you, Lisa, for being a member, Sherry and Ashley for being a member. Thank you all. Okay.
After leaving the Mesa group home where she lived.
There was some surveillance footage that the detectives are looking into.
What about the area where her remains were found?
In that area, that's such a rural area. There's like no housing, there's no businesses. It's just, forests.
2 weeks after she was last seen, Emily's remains were found off the US 60 near Globe. Her head and torso in trash bags. But investigators say they don't believe that's where she was killed. This week, the sheriff's office, but investigators say they don't believe Globe. Her head and torso in trash bags. But
14-year-old head and torsos in a trash bag. 14 years old. That's a child. That's, a lot of our children's ages. That's a baby. It is a special type of evil to unalive anyone. A child, it's thank you, YouTuber.
investigators say they don't believe that's where she was killed. This week, the sheriff's office announcing the FBI and Bureau of Indian Affairs are assisting in the investigation. Mike Anderson is a retired FBI special agent.
The FBI will be involved in interviewing family, friends, acquaintances for information. Even the smallest breadcrumb can result in investigative leads. They will also be looking at her electronic footprint.
Right now, there are no persons of interest, suspects, or arrests. Some of Emily's remains.
Oh, thank you, C-Star. Chris has a video. I know Chris McDonough from The Interview Room. If you guys haven't subscribed to Chris from The Interview Room, make sure you subscribe. One of the best on here, in my opinion. Former homicide detective. He still works all over the country. I might pull up his video here shortly. I know he has been taking a big part in the last year or so to do more indigenous cases, because if you look into the statistics, there's a problem. There really is.
Remain missing, though in
The smallest breadcrumb can result in investigative leads. They will also be looking at her electronic.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much, my buddy. Good to see you. Mr. Lab After Dark. Appreciate you, Josh. Hope you are well, my friend. Yes, we love Chris and Josh, and Dr. Gary.
electronic footprint.
Right now, there are no persons of interest, suspects, or arrests. Some of Emily's remains remain missing, though investigators have stated there is no active threat to the public.
Given the fact that the person or people who did this are still out there, how can you assure public safety?
There isn't anything that we can point to say that, yes, there is a threat. We don't know yet, who our suspects are or the person of interest.
Emily's murder sending shockwaves throughout Indian country, sparking a greater conversation about missing and murdered Indigenous women, sharing Emily's name and story to ensure she is not forgotten.
The detective shared with me they're getting a lot of calls from people that are like, please don't let this case die, keep looking, and a lot of
Guys, I just was looking at the interview room. Chris has a live scheduled for tomorrow at, I believe, 8 o'clock. Let me just confirm that. Yes, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, so whatever time that is where you're at. If you just go over to the interview room and hit for them to notify you, you'll want to watch that. So that's great.
concern and care. And that's one of the things I would say to the people out there. Yes, we appreciate the concern and the care, and we have just as much as we pursue this investigation.
And Emily's cause of death is still being investigated by the medical examiner's office. I asked if detectives have recovered DNA evidence from the scene where Emily's remains were found. The lieutenant was unable to comment. If you have any information about what happened.
Well, to me, that sounds like, I mean, I'm just obviously speculating here, but yeah, Eileen, it does sound like that. But it sounds like they may have some DNA on there. I mean, you're probably going to have some DNA on there dismembering someone's remains, right? This one gets me.
To Emily Pike, contact the Gila County Sheriff's Office. We're live in the newsroom. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
All right, Bianca, thank you. Now to the U.S.-Mexico border, where travelers are experiencing.
Okay. So there is that. Let me see here. Let me pop this up. Give credit. Link will be provided in the description for our dear friend Chris from the interview room. The interview room. Make sure you go over, subscribe to the interview room. Chris and Karen are the best. He's the longest membership I have on YouTube is Chris McDonough from the interview room. He's the first channel that I ever became a member to. Back when he just started his channel, actually, and he has done amazing. Okay. Let me pop this in chat as well so you guys can click on this. But for the replay crew, make sure you go to the link and subscribe if you're not yet already. Chris is always, and Karen's always traveling and fighting for justice. Okay. Look how beautiful she is. Ugh. Really sad, man. Let's see here. I don't know if this is music or what.
It was a presidential appointment. I was one of 4 instructors that was brought in to train the first ever homicide task force made up completely of Native Americans to investigate
I remember Chris talking about this. I want to say it was a couple years ago or something. I knew that he was working to do more indigenous cases, and that's just great. Let me turn this phone down because it's driving me nuts. So this is amazing. It's awesome. Okay.
Investigate these types of crimes. I was honored to do it. I am still working with the tribal nations and helping solve these horrific events. Okay? There is no reason on this earth that a 14-year-old Native American girl should be found in trash bags off the side of a road, dumped as if she was invisible.
I mean, think about that. Think about that a moment. What kind of person are we looking at, right? Are we looking at someone, in your opinion, that's younger, that's older, that's a loner, that has a family? It's going to be interesting to see what monster did this. Older and maybe knew her. See, I don't know if this person, whoever it is out there, this is just speculation, would know her really well. I don't know. I think it's going to be an older person, probably. I'm wondering, is this someone that, likes, like prostitutes or anything like that? To me, I get that vibe. Is he a pedo? Definitely a demon, Remy, for sure.
Come along with me as we explore this together.
She snuck out at night. Sure have.
This area, this is a fire road here, so you would really have to know where you were going in order to, drop the remains of this child. You kind of get into the mind of the suspect.
So Chris is right. You're gonna, this is probably someone that is definitely local. I would say, not definitely, but I would say, in my opinion, local. Someone that knows this area very well. The dismembering seems very severe for just a regular crime. Yeah, well, her hands and feet were missing. That's a common way that people, especially before DNA, people would do, because that's how we identified people, was fingers and prints. Sandwiches comment. Now, it's family, and it's why she wasn't allowed to be at the home. Really, Sandwich? Working in the group homes and seeing these situations, not to this extent. Ooh. Is that, yeah, that's a good question. Is that just kind of speculation on your part? Or do you know more?
And over here to the right, it looks like there's some cattle area, as you can see. Just pan over to the right. You can see the cattle area over there. I don't know who these folks are. This is Fire Road 355. And I'm looking.
Tina, she was found right in this area where Chris is, and he's showing us where she was found. She was found in trash bags, dismembered, just her torso and her head. Her head was severely damaged, if you will, injury, and no idea where her feet or her, other parts are.
This area looks like it's a camping area for people because there's little fire pits here off the side of the road.
It's a beautiful area. Read what, JD? Okay. JD says February 11th, police were notified by group home employees that a voicemail received on February 2nd, though not available until February 7th, was from an unknown caller. The voicemail that Emily was with mom. Read Sunflower. Oh, here's Sunflower. This is not a lie, it's a fact. 30 kids missing in the past 3 years from the same. Shut up. Oh my God, Sunflower. Is there like a... What? There's no proof of any voicemail. What's the place called? Let me find what place it's called. One sec. Okay. So I haven't found the group home name, but it says the facility has come under scrutiny following Emily's disappearance, prompting the Arizona Department of Child Safety to initiate a license inquiry. Notably, this is not an isolated incident. Another teenager, Victoria Cruz, went missing from the same group home May 18, 2024, and remains unaccounted for. The group home CEO assert that Cruz is safe, though her exact whereabouts is unknown. Between 2022 and 2025, there have been 30 missing persons reports associated with this group home, raising significant concerns about its operation and the safety of its residents. So, I'm going to play you guys something here shortly. That's nuts. The day she left, she asked to video call her mom, was denied. This is crazy. To put the addresses of the group's homes for their safety. That might be why. But I'm sure someone knows. And let me tell you something. A lot of these group homes, they are not good places. They're not. A lot of them just do it for financial reasons, I'm telling you. Yes, Lakeside. The Fifth Estate did an amazing piece. It's in Canada, if you're familiar with the Fifth Estate. It's kind of like our 48 hours or Dateline. And they did a piece on the Indigenous people in Canada. And wow. Craziness. All right, let's get to Chris talking here. So you can see right here, back here, I don't know if that's like a highway. If you look, you can see a car passing right here. Right here. There's a car passing. Right there. Okay, here's the look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Chris and Karen. I got info from. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Chris and Karen, for that. I want to show you this now. Something is okay. This is 12 News again, and I want to show you this piece. This is a really disturbing case. Wow. Something is wrong here. Very wrong. Route 60. Route 60. Thank you. Okay.
At 10, as the investigation into the murder of 14-year-old Emily Pike continues, we're uncovering more about the Mesa group home where she was living before she was killed. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Kariva Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. Thanks for joining us. Emily Pike went missing from the home in late January. And tonight, we're learning another teen from that same group home has been missing now for nearly a year.
12 News journalist Bianca Bono is joining us live from the newsroom to explain. Bianca?
Well, shortly after Pike's remains were found, we learned from Mesa Police that they had taken 30 missing persons reports stemming from that same group home over the past 3 years. So we asked if any of those cases remain open today, and we learned that one does. According to the Mesa Police Department, another teenage girl is missing from the same group home where Emily Pike was living before she was murdered and has been missing for close to a year. Emily Pike was last seen in January in the area of McKellips Road and Mesa Drive after leaving the group home. And on Valentine's Day, the 14-year-old girl's remains were discovered in trash bags an hour and a half away in a remote area near Globe. After Pike's horrific death, Mesa Police confirmed over the past 3 years, they've taken 30 missing persons reports involving residents of that same group home, and one of those residents remains missing to this day. 17-year-old Veronica Cruz was last seen on May 8th.
And I don't know if this is I don't know if they do just indigenous? Is this just like an indigenous home? Because her and Emily kind of, how old is Veronica? She's 17. Emily's 14. Huh. That's something. Oh, thank you so much, Eileen. Really do appreciate you, honey. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much for joining this, Justin. Our Native American community is underrepresented. Rest in heaven, dear Emily. Thank you so much, Eileen. And you're absolutely right. We all need to do better. And if big media won't, people in social media need to. And so true. Thank you, Emily or Eileen. Goodness. And thank you so much, Lakeside. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Very, very sweet of you, my love. Good to see you, and thank you for your support and being a mod and a member. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, Eileen, as well, for being a member. Thank you, Angel of Light. Really do appreciate you. Thank you for your support and being a mod as well and a member, my love. Always very kind to me. And thank you, Sherry Lynn. You're always very kind as well. All of y'all are very kind. Go. Okay. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you for being a member as well. All right, let's continue. I'm a little suspect of this group home, to be honest with you guys right now, because saying that she just ran out in the middle of the night. Now, I want to make it clear nobody's blaming them, and we have no idea, what's happened. But being another girl missing and 30 others that's ran away, what I'm sure investigators are doing right now is speaking to the children in that group home right now, and they are speaking to previous individuals in that group home.
18th last year around 4:55 p.m. Report.
Now, I think it's another interesting thing, as they might want to check the workers who have, or their family members who has worked there since, Veronica's been missing. Same as Sebastian. Well, I did that AI on just a generic saying, a mother says her child walked out in the middle of the night. There's no scent There's nothing on camera, and there's been no sighting. And it gave the scenario, check that live out that I did yesterday if you didn't see it. And it said, well, obviously people like to say this who can potentially be guilty because under the cover of darkness. It's an easy way to say. I don't know the name of it, Rach. It doesn't say what the group home name is. And Sandwich was saying that, and it makes sense that a lot of times they don't want to name the group home because of the safety, obviously, of the children. And I understand that, but it is under investigation. This group home is now. Definitely should be. You have 2 children that one has not been located and the other one is found in a trash bag with just the torso and head. No, this is unacceptable. That home, in my opinion, needs to be shut down until everything can be cleared and this can be solved. Just my opinion, though.
Reported missing by group home staff. Her photo and information featured on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's website. But despite that, when 12 News reached the group home's CEO for comment about Cruz's whereabouts, she said she believes Cruz is safe, though she does not know who Cruz is with or where she is. She added that Cruz turns 18 next month.
No. That doesn't work for me. That's not good enough for me. Sorry. You believe Cruz is safe, Veronica Cruz is safe, but you don't know who she's with? No, that doesn't work for me. Sorry. Are you kidding me? Margaret, why do you want to apologize? You didn't do nothing, honey. You're fine. Thank you.
With or where she is. She added that Cruz turns 18 next month. When 12 News followed up with Mesa Police, asking about the CEO's statement.
Oh, I get it. I trust me. I understand, Sandwich, and I understand what you're saying too. And these are troubled children, and they're almost 18, and a lot of them run away. But you can't. Nobody can find Veronica. You know what I mean? And you can't say you believe she's safe if you don't know where she is. And
a police spokesperson said an investigator needs to physically see that Cruz is okay before changing any case status. And due to her age, which is still 17, she would have to be taken to her guardian and not just released. Mesa Police encourages anyone with information about her whereabouts to call them and let them know. And I did follow up with the group home CEO asking if any efforts are being made to get Cruz back into the care of either the home or a guardian. She has not responded to that question. DCS has opened a licensing inquiry to determine whether appropriate steps were taken by that group home in Emily Pike's case. Now back to the Pike investigation. A task force has now been created consisting of local and federal law enforcement agencies that are investigating her death. They've also now set up a centralized tip line, which you can find on our website, 12news.com. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
All right, Bianca, thank you.
When they arrived, they found the 11-year-old Arabella lying on the living room floor. She was pale, unresponsive, and
yeah, this is not working for me. I'm telling you. They need to find Veronica. And, police, this is the thing. Police has said, we cannot update her age and until we know that she's alive and okay. Love you too, Carolyn. Thank you. These kids that go missing are never alerted to the public to be on the lookout as other races are. You're exactly right, Sunflower. You're exactly right. And that's wrong. It's wrong. You're exactly right. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Let me see here. Let me just show you a little piece here. They've been done so wrong.
Soaring with eagles.
It's no more stolen sisters. That's right. So true. I'm looking for something here. 30 kids reported in the last 3 years. I mean, I understand kids. Did I just play this or is this something else? Let me check. 1 second here. I got to go through this commercial. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I need to mute. Okay. Let me see if this will play now. Oops. Okay, here we go. This might play now, hopefully. That's dang near one a month, right?
Crime Arizona exclusive. We have some new information and insight into the hunt for a child killer. A 14-year-old girl's body was found off the U.S. 16-year globe back on Valentine's Day. The murder remains unsolved.
14-year-old Emily Pike was last seen alive at a group home in Mesa. Tonight, the manager of that home is answering our questions. True crime correspondent Brianna Whitney live with us here with the details that you only see on Arizona's Family. And
does anyone know the name of this home? If anyone knows, that would be great.
Interesting that they are talking about this.
I mean, there have been so many questions from the public, the community on social media, and they know people want answers. Last week, we learned that 30 kids had gone missing from this group home in the past 3 years. That number was alarming to a lot of our viewers, and that is just one of the questions I had for the group home's manager.
Say her name, Emily!
If we don't get no justice!
The calls for justice have only grown louder for 14-year-old Emily Pike.
I wanted to say that I miss you so much.
A Native American teen found dismembered off the US 60 in eastern Arizona on Valentine's Day. Mesa police confirmed she ran away from a group home on January 27th. We learned more than 24 kids had gone missing from that home, and Emily had run away before as well. The group home manager now answering our questions for the first time. I asked, is it mandatory to report the kids missing when they leave? The manager's response, yes, the group home must report all children as missing, even if they leave to go to the store without permission. Majority of our reports are regarding the same child leaving without permission.
I get it. I understand that these kids can run away, but there also needs to be some checks and balances at this home, right? Whether it needs to be 24-hour security, outside, inside, a gate, or fencing around, because losing 30 children in 3 years is unacceptable. The state pays them, and you can't be losing children.
When a kid runs away, why doesn't staff go search for them? The manager responded, we have been known to call Mesa police and stay on the phone and follow our children until police assist us, which is always immediately when our children are.
Well, they said that Emily went out the window. Absolutely, honey. Thank you for being here.
Danger to themselves or others. This is one we've heard from viewers. Are there 30 kids missing? How many of those are accounted for now or came back? The group home manager said, no, there are not 30 missing children from our home. All of our children who have been reported missing have been accounted for. Those children who did not return to the home were placed in other facilities.
But that's not true. That is not true, because Veronica Where is she? Where is she? As a CPS worker, I had 5 kids in group homes, and nothing like this ever happened. Can't imagine.
The manager went on to say the kids run away for many different reasons. Sometimes
I get it. Again, I understand kids run away. This is troubled youth. But I also, again, there needs to be gates, there needs to be security, something.
sometimes they miss their family and friends. Sometimes they aren't used to rules and structure or have mental health conditions. The manager said their staff and the children in the group home have been interviewed by authorities in Emily's murder investigation, and they are actively working with investigators. Because of public backlash against them, the group home manager says they are worried for the kids' safety. The group home manager said, "This is traumatic for all of us. Our lives have been changed forever. We are hurting. People on the internet have been horrible. They have somehow forgotten that there is a killer out there."
The Department of Child Services confirmed today they have opened a licensing inquiry into the group home to determine whether they took the appropriate steps during this incident. But a DCS official said they do not believe anything the group home did caused the terrible outcome in this case. We have the full Q&A with the group home manager on azfamily.com, and we'll bring you more of it on the news at 6.
Okay.
Can you explain a little bit more about how this works? It's for children, but it's not a jail. They can't just keep them locked inside, correct?
Right. It's not a situation like that. So if a kid decides to run away on their own, they have to initiate the report. And the group home manager was saying they would be on the phone with Mesa Police until police take over that investigation. But ultimately, the police do. This isn't a jail. They can't keep them inside. And these kids, unfortunately, do AWOL quite often. This is a common issue for the group homes. And so they're trying their best to.
I mean, I know it's not a jail, but I mean, there is things called curfew and they can't get out. So you should be able to hold them then, or at least call the police.
Make sure that these kids are safe. A lot of them coming from our reservations here in Arizona. This specific group home tends to a lot of our Native American kids. And a lot of times it's for better resources to be here in the Valley, mental health resources, schooling, things like that. But right, they can't physically keep them there. And the manager said, and this is in our Q&A online, they also are a hands-off facility. They can't touch the children either and barricade them or anything like that. And so it's a tough position when you have some of these teens that may feel like they don't want to follow structured rules, or they miss their family, or they miss their friends. But it's put this group home in a pretty tough position. They're already struggling with the grief of losing Emily, and they're distraught about that. But they also are dealing with the onslaught of public scrutiny, and they wanted to be able to respond to some of that. And only some.
Oh, they certainly deserve to get to respond. And you know, there's an investigation going on, and let's
Much they can do.
We'll keep it, you know, and see what's been going on. You know, we'll keep track of it. How long has this group home been open, and do you have all Native kids from the reservation? Answer: the group home has been open for 24 years. The owner of the group home has been working in the field of children and families for 35 years. She has a 35-year history of advocating for children and families. The group home has many contracts. Also, children are placed in group homes for safety when all other resources have been exhausted. Group homes are not a punishment. They are a temporary support resource. We ask that the public allow the police to complete their investigation for Emily's sake and for the sake of her family. Her soul deserves to be at peace. She did not deserve this. Arizona Family also reached out to the Department of Children's Services about the investigation and the group home. They sent the following statement. Like the community, the department was shocked and saddened to learn that the horrific murder of Emily Pike. We support law enforcement in their efforts to find and hold accountable the person who committed this heinous crime and all those who target vulnerable children, particularly those in foster care. At this time, the department does not believe any action taken nor not taken by the group home caused the terrible outcome in the case. We have opened a licensed inquiry to determine whether appropriate steps were taken by the group home during this incident, and that is from the Department of Children's Services. Let's see here. The question is, how scary and upsetting is this to your staff and the kids at the group home? How are you all dealing with it? The answer is, this is traumatic for all of us. Our life has been changed forever. We have amazing people in the community who are wrapping us in resources to support us during this difficult time. We are hurting. People on the internet have been horrible. They have somehow forgotten this. There is a serial killer out there. They are threatening to leak. They are threatening to leak to our home. We need our children to feel safe and protected. We need our staff to feel safe and secure while taking care of the children. What was your contact with Mesa PD in the days, weeks after Emily's disappearance? Had they given you any updates? Mesa police have been in contact with the group home. There's an open investigation going on to catch whoever did this. They are working on, the work is ongoing. We are not going to get in the way of their investigation. Are there 30 kids missing? How many of those are accounted for now or came back? No, there are not 30 kids missing from our home. All of our children have been reported missing, have been accounted for. But we don't know where Veronica is. I disagree with that. Unless, I mean, they could not tell where Veronica was. And that's a problem. You can just say we think she's fine, we believe she's fine, but we don't know where she's at. And the police don't know where she's at. So how do you know where she's at? That's the question. Those children who did not return to the home were placed in other facilities for many different reasons, including higher level of care for their safety. Safety always comes first. I don't know what to say. I really, really don't know what to say. I'm going to play this. I got about 8 more seconds until we can skip it. When was this? This is March 10th. Okay. Oh, maybe we played this one already. 1 second.
Last seen alive, and tonight we have learned it's not the first time that same area has been the site of a murder investigation.
Oh, this is what I want to show you.
Be
Yeah.
connected. Here's true crime
Listen to this,
correspondent
guys. Listen to
Brianna
this.
Whitney.
We are right off the US 60 at milepost 277. This is where you go to start to get where 14-year-old Emily Pike's remains were found. You can see here people have been out here bringing flowers, showing signs of support. But now we know in 2021, a Native man was found dead right here too, down to the same exact milepost, and confirmed tonight his murder is still unsolved too. I want to show you how close together these.
Listen to this.
A Native man was found dead right here too, down to the same exact milepost, and confirmed tonight his murder is still unsolved too.
Did y'all hear that? The same milepost, right where Emily was found, there was a man that was found in this same area. Still not solved to this day. And I believe there's another one, but it's not at this milepost.
Where you
Hold
go
on.
go to start to get where 14-year-old.
First time that same area has been the site of a murder investigation.
Crazy.
Could the cases be connected? Here's true crime
Sonia.
correspondent Brianna Whitney.
We are right off the US 60 at milepost 277. This is where you go to start to get where 14-year-old Emily Pike's remains were found. And you can see here people have been out here bringing flowers, showing signs of support. But now we know in 2021, a native man was found dead right here too, down to the same exact milepost. And
2021. Not too long ago.
confirmed tonight, his murder is still unsolved too. I want to show you how close together these two crime scenes are. That's the US 60 behind me. We're now on Forest Service Road 355, and it's here that Gila County Sheriff's officials tell us this is where Emily Pike's remains were found. They tell us the 14-year-old's remains were discovered by people who were walking, hiking on this trail here, and that's who called police. Now we know they were found down here, dismembered in contractor trash bags. Her hands and her arms are still missing. It's been more than a month now since they have been discovered. I talked to the Gila County Sheriff's Office today. Their officials and detectives tell me they're making progress in this case, but right now there are still several important unknowns they're trying to figure out.
We don't have a weapon. We've not recovered any kind of weapon. Cause of death is still under investigation by the ME's office.
Wow.
We're investigating those leads.
I don't
none
think
of
so
those
either.
as of yet have pointed us to a definite suspect.
I mean, okay. True Crime Junkie said that doesn't seem like a coincidence. I agree. What is the likelihood? I mean, yes, it is, a few years apart, but what is the likelihood of two individuals being dumped at the same mile marker? There's a lot of places to dump a body. Is there something specific at this area that would make a person dump someone? Now, again, they are two different types. One's a male, one's a female. I don't know the age of the man that was found along the road. But is this the the hallmark of a serial unaliver, right? Exactly, YouTuber, exactly. So they can be recognized, because obviously serial unalivers, they want recognition, right? They want to be recognized. Texted you, I have my feelers out. I will let you know if I get any mic from missing. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Or person of interest.
The cries for justice for Emily have been loud. Several vigils held in honor of the San Carlos Apache teen who ran away from a Mesa group home she was living at on January 27th. The Gila County Sheriff's Office is getting help from many agencies, including the FBI, and new tonight, they've created an official task force on the case to funnel leads and tips. Well, now we've learned Emily's homicide is not the only one being investigated here. It was back in September of 2021 when the Gila County Sheriff's Office and DPS got a call and found a native man shot to death multiple times in his car, parked right here at milepost 277 off the US 60, just like Emily.
Where's that,
Today
Don?
we learned his
No, we
murder
played
is
it. We played it.
unsolved. Here's what we know. Sheriff's deputies identified him as 31-year-old Leo Harry White.
Okay, so let's look into this a little bit more. Leo Harry White. This is the man that was found. He was 31 years old. Place of death, 20 miles north of Globe, Arizona. Date of birth, 5/13/1990. Born to parents Lorraine White and Gloria Ann Alsney. Let's see here. Leo entered into rest September 21st at the age of 31. Let me screenshot this so I can check on this later.
A man from White River. He was found by DPS troopers and deputies after somebody called in a welfare check for the car in the pullout area. The detective telling me today there are some leads in his case, but no arrests in his murder either. Officials with the sheriff's office say there is.
Oh, thank you so much, Tina. Scotty wants to know if there are any CPS employees or ex-employees in chat. We need to get some information about a situation. What do you need to know? I don't understand what you need to know. Hey, Scotty. Like what? Globe, Arizona is 4 miles from San Carlos, where Emily's family is. Maybe someone offered her a ride and they did this instead. Perhaps Sunflower.
One very key difference between Emily Pike and Leo White's murders.
It is a little different, and in that one, it looks like the homicide actually took place there where the subject was found in a vehicle.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a big difference, guys. That's a big difference. I mean, is it a coincidence? It's interesting. He was found in a vehicle. So, I don't know. You know, to dismember a body, right? You're going to have to do this at a home, someone's home. So, Emily had to have been, he was found in his own vehicle, yes. So, it may be a very weird coincidence. What's Scotty saying? I don't see Scotty anywhere. Where is Scotty? I don't. Okay, there's Scotty. There any current or former CBS workers in here I could talk to about our situation? I need to know what my legal standing is with her. My mom is their guardian through CPS. Very bad.
One with Emily, of course, we believe that she was killed somewhere else, and then that is where she was dropped off.
For that reason, and because of differences in the crime scenes, sheriff's deputies don't have any reason to believe these two cases are related, even though they are in the same area, and they are both open and ongoing. As part of that task force in Emily's case, GCSO is now taking tips on their social media page.
I mean, you know, let's be honest here. If you look at this area, this would be a good place to pull off and do a deal. You know what I mean? Look at all of the unalived and missing in Montana, Justin. Okay. It's through the roof. Yeah, every state is different with CPS. Very isolated, yes. So this could be a place where you could do a deal. It could be a place where you could do your business with a lady or a gentleman, I guess, as well. You know, it kind of looks like I don't think it is, but it kind of looks like a park and ride almost. Yeah, Chris said it looked like a camping area. I don't know.
And they hope as people pour in information about Emily's case, maybe somebody will also have a tip about Leo White's murder and cold case 2. Reporting in Gila County tonight, Brianna Whitney for Arizona's Family.
That's correct, Don. That is correct.
If you've been hurting,
1 second here. Let me just make sure. It's been terrifying and heartbreaking for Emily's family as they wait for answers, but it has given them hope that Emily's case could help create change. Quote, in the long run, that will help a lot of all in Indian country. 22 tribes just in Arizona, Allred Pike Jr. said. Allred Pike Jr. said while her case could help push this through to law, it's hard to think about what could have happened if it already existed. Quote, maybe we would have been able to locate Emily a whole lot sooner before this happened if we had such a system, end quote, her uncle said. Allred Pike Jr., her uncle said, quote, she's still a baby to the family, end quote. He also said, quote, it's hard enough that she's gone, but the way she went is just unbearable. Oh my God, of course. I mean, it's crazy. The Gillette County Sheriff's Office, the FBI, and other agencies are investigating the death, Allred said, and the family is planning Emily's funeral. It may have already happened. I don't know when this was. March 10th. I'm sure it's already happened, I would say. Her father is in prison. This poor kid, man, serving a sentence for criminal damage, but the family is hoping he can still attend the ceremony to say goodbye. The way she went and with him coping with it on his own, I just pray that they will let him out so we could at least be with the family and see all of the support he has behind him, end quote, Allred said. As for, Arizona's family asked the Gillette County office very specific questions of the investigation money. As for HB 2281, it passed anonymously out of the House and will be, that's really something, man. Thank you, Lisa. Local article, Emily not placed in home by DCS. Really? Can you text that to me, Lisa? Emily not placed in DCS home by DCS. I think I found it. Hold on. I want to tell y'all the latest on this in just a second. Emily Pike's family hoping for justice. Group home employees respond. Okay. Let me show you guys something here. I've got too many windows open. There is some new documents that just came out, and I need to show you guys those before this is done. When was this? This was 4 days ago. What is this? Yeah, we need to find Emily or Veronica Cruz as well. Okay. 1 second. Okay. This was yesterday. And we're going to learn some new stuff here in this, hopefully. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. We need to get this out as much as possible. And if you will share this on your social media, even better.
Going missing last month. Authorities are still searching for the suspect who dismembered the Apache teen
who was living in a Mesa group home at the time. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum has been looking into this case. New details coming out from her missing persons report.
We've obtained a 12-page police report from Mesa PD. This missing persons case is closed now due to the ongoing homicide investigation. But we do get a glimpse into Emily's past and the timeline leading up to the tragic discovery of her remains. On January 27th, near Mesa Drive and McKellips Road, a group home manager reported 14-year-old Emily Pike missing to Mesa police. According to the report, she said Emily snuck out of her bedroom window and that this wasn't the first time she ran away. The manager said the last time Emily left the house, she was found near Fitch Park. Staff checked the Rock Teen Center a couple days later, where Emily had visited before, but no one had seen or heard from her. By February 19th, a Mesa officer says he spoke to an agent with the Bureau of Indian Affairs who believed Emily had been located within the Gila County Indian Reservation after human remains had been discovered on Valentine's Day, just off Highway 60 North at milepost 277. This area is around 100 miles away from where the San Carlos Apache teen was last seen alive. 2 weeks later, she was positively identified in a
Wow. That's I mean, 100 miles away. That is a very far drive to carry a body. That's extremely risky. That's extremely risky. So that's very, very, very interesting. Usually, bodies are dumped no more than about 25-30 miles max. You're right, Seth. You're right, Seth. You're so right. Listen, I'll play that part again.
Murder investigation in off Highway 60 North at milepost 277. This area is around 100 miles away from where the San Carlos Apache teen was last seen alive. 2 weeks later, she was positively identified and a murder investigation ensued. Tribal communities and family have since united in their grief, calling for justice.
Emily was a spark, and she definitely sparked the entire world, and now the world is on fire because of Emily.
Mesa PD's missing persons report on Emily also reveals the teen's history of behavioral and mental health concerns. Emily took medication for those issues and had a case manager from the San Carlos Apache tribe. Just days before her remains were found, an anonymous tip based on a Facebook post said Emily was with her mother on the reservation. That later proved to be untrue, as her mom said she had not heard from Emily, according to police. GCS.
Hold on, I need to play that again.
For those issues.
Sparked the entire world, and now the world is on fire because of Emily.
Mesa PD's missing persons report on Emily also reveals the teen's history of behavioral and mental health concerns. Emily took medication for those issues and had a case manager from the San Carlos Apache tribe. Just days before her remains were found, an anonymous tip based on a Facebook post said Emily was with her mother on the reservation. That later proved to be untrue, as her mom said she had not heard from Emily, according to police.
So this anonymous Facebook post comes in and it says Emily is with her mom on the reservation. That was not true. Did they? Yeah, I'm wanting to know, maybe a trucker, someone traveling back, do they have a long commute every day? I don't know. So this anonymous source, did they find who this person was? Did they look more into this person? Was it to be legitimate, or was it just a sick troll out there? Of course, sandwich, yep.
GCSO is leading the investigation and has created a task force that includes the FBI to help find Emily's killer. If you have any information on the case, we have the link to the tip line on fox10phoenix.com. I'm Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum.
Justin Lum, he's a very good reporter. Very good reporter. He did a good job on Lori Vallow, Tylee, and JJ, and all, as well. Yes, Lisa, that is true. Oh, did I exit out of that? I pray I didn't. Okay, here we go. Let me pull that back up because I want to show you something here. The missing persons case is now closed because of the ongoing homicide investigation, but a glimpse into Emily's past and the timeline leading up to the tragic discovery of her remains. Okay. Dig deeper. By February 19th, Mesa police officer says he spoke to an agent with the Bureau of Indian Affairs who believed Emily had been located within the Gila County Indian reservations after human remains had been discovered on Valentine's Day. 2 weeks later, she was positively identified. Redacted report from Mesa police. Yeah, they had to okay. It should be noted during this investigation, I was wearing an on-officer body camera, and the following is the summary of the statement observed made during the investigation, and not direct quotes unless noted. Any breaks or lapses of the video is due to either speaking with on-scene officer or the unintentional delay start of the video. The digital video file was downloaded and stored at evidence.com for further information and details. It should be noted that I was on duty as a sworn Mesa PD officer wearing my full uniform and operating a fully marked Mesa PD vehicle on 1/27/25 at approximately 20 hours. I responded to redacted for a missing person call for service. Call comments indicated a juvenile AWOL approximately 30 minutes prior. I spoke with the reporting party and was identified as Kathy Montano with her MVD photo. Kathy is the manager for a group home at the dispatch location. Kathy indicated one of her clients, redacted, left out of her bedroom window, which would be, obviously, her name would be Emily. And it says, and she has not returned. The window screen was pushed out from the inside. Kathy stated that redacted Emily had ran away several times in the past. Kathy did not indicate any circumstances. Emily was described as a 14-year-old native female, approximately 4 foot 10 inches, 115 pounds, with medium length brown hair. Emily does not have a cell phone. Emily was last seen wearing a pink and gray shirt. Kathy indicated last time Emily ran away, she was located near Finch Park. My area check was negative at Finch Park. Kathy provided a picture of Emily that was attached to the call for service and submitted to records. I contacted Mesa Police Records and spoke with record specialist number 22199, who assisted with entering Emily into ACIC NCIC as missing person. I contacted Sergeant Hutcherson number 15340 and updated him with details on the case. This ended my involvement with the case. I have nothing further to report. Now on February 19th, 2025, on 2/19/2025 at approximately 2000 hours, I responded to a call for further service references. Agency following up. Call comment stated the reporting party was with the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Additionally, call comment stated that the reporting party was a Jane Doe who believed to be a missing Mesa juvenile. The missing juvenile was said to be possibly, and it says redacted, but in my opinion, would probably say Emily. Upon arrival, I contacted Agent Summer from the Bureau of Indian Affairs Homicide Unit. Agent Summers advised redacted, a female believed to be redacted, most likely Emily, in my opinion, was located with the Gila County Indian Reservation. Agent Summer stated redacted, the missing juvenile flyer distributed by the Mesa Police Department. Agent Summers asked me to speak. Agent Summers asked me for information to the Mesa Police Homicide Unit as to share information and aid the investigation led by Gila County. I immediately notified Sergeant Bailey, badge number 20540, on the above mentioned via cellular phone and provided him with Agent Summers' contact information. I ended the phone call and advised Agent Summers the Mesa PD homicide unit would be contacting him. Agent Summers stated he understood and I cleared. This concludes the involvement. Okay. At 10:12, I contacted, this was March 12th now. So, what, 11 days ago or something? At 10:12, I contacted Lisa at the Redacted. She advised me that Redacted was still missing and it was unknown where she could be. I asked Lisa about any medical conditions and concerns for it's redacted, but you can say Emily, in my opinion. She advised me that Emily was, okay, I read that part. I asked Lisa about any medical conditions and concerns for Emily, and she stated that Emily was on medication and for mental health and behavioral issues. She was provided me with contact information for Emily of the Apache Tribe case manager, Lori Good. I then contacted Lori and she confirmed that Emily had a history of behavioral and mental health concerns. She did not know of any possible locations for Emily at her time. On 1/29/25, I received a voicemail from Lisa that she responded to the Rock Teen Center in Mesa. Okay, so that's most likely the home that she was at in Mesa, where Emily had gone in the past. I had received the voicemail. Then she responded to the Rock Teen Center in Mesa. Or that may be where she had gone in the past then. That's where she had gone in the past. And they had not seen or heard from her since she left the group home. Okay, so I guess that is the group home. At 1500 hours, I reached out to Lisa and she said Emily was still missing and there was no new information on the whereabouts. At 1535 hours, I sent a missing person bulletin for Emily to law enforcement statewide and requested a hospital alert to all local hospitals via Mesa PD Communication Center on 2/11/2025 at 10:53. I contacted Lisa for information regarding, she told me that the group home received a voicemail, this is important, on 2/7/25 from an unknown person stating Emily was with her mother. Okay, all right, this is big. Very, very, very big. So this person did contact the group home. So this person had to know that Emily was in this group home. That's humongous. Humongous. And they drove 100 miles to drop her, dismembered her somewhere, and then dropped her 100 miles away. That's crazy. Rowan, thank you so much, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Make yourself at home. You are family now. Really do appreciate that. Very, very much. Panda Bear, thank you so much for 5 months. Wow, thank you, Justin. Sorry I'm late. Love you. Oh, Panda. No, ma'am. Panda Bear Mom to the office, please. You're being paged. Panda Bear Mom to the office, please. You are being paged. We need a late slip for Panda Bear Mom to the office. Thank you, Panda Bear. We love you. Oh, thank you, Gypsy. Thank you so much for gifting 10 pearl necklaces. How you doing, girl? Thank you so much, my love. Really, really do appreciate that. Very kind of you. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you give our beloved Gypsy a big, big, big thank you. Very, very kind of you, my dear. Scotty says, sounds like a long haul trucker, but how? I mean, unless Emily said she was at a group home and the person remembered it, but I find that highly unlikely. This person, I don't know. That sounds very suspicious to me. Okay. On 2/7/2025, from an unknown person stating that Emily was with her mother. Okay. This person has to know that Emily's mother is alive and that the mother lives on the reservation. This has to be someone very close or someone that worked there. Has to be, in my opinion. The person knew she was not with mother in the group home. The person knew she was not with mother in the group home. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That says a lot right there. I think this will be solved. They knew the reservation. They knew her mom was alive. They knew that her mom lived on a certain reservation. Lisa did not have Emily's mother's information at 10:58 hours. I called Lori and requested information on Emily's mother regarding the anonymous tip. Lori advised me that she had recently spoke to Lori's mother, or not Lori. Lori had spoke to Emily's mother, residents, and questioned her about the tip. Lori said then she spoke the residents. Hold on. Lori said when she spoke to Emily's mother, Stephanie told her that Emily was not at her residence and the Facebook post was an old post. What does that mean? According to Lori, Stephanie said she had not heard from Emily and appeared to be worried about her. Lori stated that she could go back to Stephanie's residence with San Carlos Apache Tribal Police to verify Emily was not there. Lori also emailed me that San Carlos Apache Police Department report number 2501280003 and the order for authorization and consent filed with San Carlos Apache Children's Court. Okay, this is what I'm confused about. I called Lori and okay. Lori advised me that she had recently spoke to Emily's mother that she had recently been to Emily's mother's residence and questioned her about the tip. Lori said when she spoke to Emily's mother, Stephanie told her that Emily was not with her residence and the Facebook post was an old post. So did this person on Facebook just see a post of Emily's mom and said, "Oh, Emily's with her mom," or did this person This is bizarre. Yeah, it's not a trucker. This is not a trucker. It's not a trucker. This is a place, this is someone local. This is someone who had to take her remains and dismember them. I was wondering that myself, Sam. The post was old, it's irrelevant. Yeah. Someone worth personalized. Yep. Guys, we're going to stay on top of this. Thank you again, Gypsy, so much for that. That is very, very kind of you. Really do appreciate you. Guys, if you want to join me, I'm going to be going live in 15 minutes. I know. Yep. We're going live. We're going to be speaking about, the next live is about Wendy Williams. So that's right, Eileen. That's right. Thank you all so much for joining me. This is very interesting. And it's really a really sad case. It really is. We're going to stay on top of this one. You can bet. If you guys hear anything, send it to me, please. Of course, perfectly imperfect. Absolutely. Thank you, Rach. Thank you all. Thank you, Tina, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next 15 minutes. I'm going to go grab something to eat real quick, and then I'll be back. Much love. Justice for Emily Pike and Veronica. We need to stay on top of that one, too. If y'all see anything, send it my way. Text me, email me. I'd really appreciate it. Much love, everyone.